Welcome to my channel.
Life is relationships.
Have you ever met someone who just radiates courage? Person who sees a wrong and just has to make it right, no matter the cost. Today, I want to tell you the story of a girl just like that. Her name is Babbly, and in the small, dusty town where she grew up, her name became a synonym for fearless. From a very young age, Babbly was different. While other kids played traditional games, Babbly was busy asking questions. Why can't girls climb the tallest mango trees? Why do we have to be quiet when the elders speak, even if they're wrong? Her questions often earned her disapproving glares and shushes, but they never silenced her. Her spirit was like a wildfire. You just couldn't put it out. Her mother would often sigh, half in exasperation, half in admiration, and say, "Babbly, you have the heart of a lioness in the body of a girl." The first real test of her courage came when she was just 12. The village well, the only source of clean water for miles, was controlled by a small group of influential families. They decided who got water and when. One scorching summer, they declared that the lower caste families would only be allowed to draw water after everyone else, leaving them with just the muddy dregs at the bottom. The injustice burned in Babbly's chest. While the adults whispered in hushed, angry tones, too afraid to speak up, Babbly took action. The next morning, carrying 2 empty pots, she marched straight to the well, right past the line of privileged families. A man twice her size blocked her path. "Where do you think you're going, little girl?" he sneered. Babbly looked him straight in the eye, her small frame unyielding. "I'm going to get water," she said, her voice clear and steady. "The well belongs to everyone. The sun and the rain don't discriminate, so why should we?" A hush fell over the crowd. Her words, simple yet profound, hung in the air. The man was stunned into silence. Emboldened by her bravery, an elderly woman from the back of the line stepped forward. Then another, and another. A quiet revolution had begun, all started by a 12-year-old girl who refused to accept injustice. From that day on, the well was open to all, at all times. Babbly had not only secured water for the thirsty, but she had also given her community a drink of courage. So she started a small informal school under the shade of a large banyan tree for the girls who were forced to drop out. She would spend her days working in the fields and her evenings teaching them how to read, write, and most importantly, how to value themselves. She taught them that their minds were their greatest asset and that their voices deserved to be heard. The Banyan Tree School, as it came to be known, became a beacon of hope. Next, she tackled the issue of the farmers. She spent weeks studying market prices, talking to traders in nearby towns, and learning about fair trade practices. Armed with this knowledge, she organized the local farmers into a cooperative. Together, they They had the collective power to negotiate better prices and bypass the exploitative middlemen. It was a long and arduous process, filled with threats and intimidation from those who profited from the old system. But Babley, with the farmers united behind her, stood firm. They were no longer individual, vulnerable targets. They were a force to be reckoned with. Babley's journey was never easy. She faced ridicule, opposition, and even danger. People called her a troublemaker, a disruptor of peace. They told her she was fighting losing battles, that she should just accept the way things were. But for Babley, accepting injustice was never an option. For her, true peace wasn't the absence of tension. It was the presence of justice. Her story isn't one of a superhero with magical powers. It's the story of an ordinary girl who chose to be extraordinary through her courage and conviction. She shows us that you don't need a grand stage or a powerful title to make a difference. All you need is a compassionate heart, an unwavering will, and the bravery to take that first step. Babley's legacy lives on in the girls who now pursue higher education, in the farmers who get a fair price for their hard work, and in the spirit of a community that learned to stand up for itself. She reminds us all that one person, one voice, can indeed spark a revolution. She teaches us that we all have a little bit of Babley within us, a fearless spirit waiting to be unleashed. The question is, what will you do with it? What injustice will you challenge? What wrong will you make right? The world is full of challenges, but it's also full of people like Babley, who dare to dream of a better, fairer world. Her story is a powerful reminder that our actions, no matter how small they may seem, can create ripples of change that transform our communities and our world. Thank you so much for joining me today to hear the incredible story of Babley. If her story inspired you, please hit that like button and share it with someone who needs a dose of courage. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of amazing people changing the world. Until next time, stay inspired and be fearless.